The Pomodoro Technique is a powerful way to increase your concentration and focus. It was developed by Francisco Cirillo in the late 1980s. Pomodoro is Italian for tomato, and the name of this technique was inspired by a tomato-shaped kitchen timer that Cirillo used as a college student. Here's a helpful analogy that explains why the Pomodoro Technique is effective. The world's strongest man can bench about 1,000 pounds. For the majority of us, lifting 1,000 pounds is impossible. Or is it? You see, I can bench 1,000 pounds pretty easily, but I do it in a different way than the world's strongest man. Instead of lifting 1,000 pounds for 1 rep, I lift 100 pounds for 10 reps. I'm sure we can agree that my way of lifting 1,000 pounds is not that impressive, but my way still leads to the same amount of weight lifted as the world's strongest man. Just like there are people out there who can lift a lot of weight, there are people out there who have an incredible focus, who can work on a task all day with ease. But if you're not like these people, don't worry about it. Just use a variation of the Pomodoro Technique. It will be like lifting 100 pounds 10 times instead of 1,000 all at once. Using this 5-part method, you break your workday into 25-minute chunks of work separated by 5-minute breaks. These intervals are referred to as Pomodoros. Number 1. Choose a task to be accomplished, such as writing an English paper. Number 2. Set a timer to 25 minutes. Number 3. Work on the task until the timer rings. Then put a check on your sheet of paper if you were able to work the whole time, or an X if you were distracted. And number 5, take a short break, about 5 minutes or so, and then after completing 4 of these intervals, 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break, about 30 minutes to re-energize yourself to start another 4 cycles. Repeat this process several times throughout your day, and you'll likely be amazed how much work you get done. This technique also helps you fight procrastination. Think about it. If you focus on your task as a whole, say an English paper that will take you 8 hours, you'll likely feel overwhelmed and procrastinate until the night before it's due. However, if you focus only on working 25 minutes on that paper and scheduling a small break after, it wouldn't be overwhelming at all. Not only would you likely get started on that paper, you'd likely also have more concentration and focus while you worked on it. Look at your brain like a muscle. Using the Pomodoro Technique is like a workout regimen for your brain that involves working with smaller weights, but you do more sets. Also, just like when you start lifting weights, you aren't that strong, but with each workout session, you get stronger and get more endurance. Your concentration and focus when starting the Pomodoro Technique can be very similar. As Bruce Lee said, the successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Look at the Pomodoro Technique as a helpful way to develop laser-like focus and to take action on tasks that at first glance seem overwhelming. I used a variation of this technique in graduate school without even realizing it. In graduate school, each class was about 90 minutes, but usually halfway through class, we would get a 5 to 10 minute break. I would always step out of class and walk around during these times. Since I knew I would get a break halfway through class, my focus and concentration was incredibly high during class. I used a similar variation of the Pomodoro Technique with studying too. I would study for 30 to 45 minutes, then start to feel burnt out. Then I'd go do something like check my email or text friends for 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'd go back to starting another study session. This approach in the classroom and while studying led me to incredible results in school, and I see it having the same outcome for just about everything you do in your life as well. If you've tried this technique before or end up trying it in the future, please leave a comment below and let me know the results you got with it. I'm starting to learn that many of us aren't successful not because we can't be, but largely because of the limited beliefs we have about ourselves and the improper strategies and techniques we use to navigate life. Changing for the better starts with your thinking. If you're looking for more ways to transform your thinking for the better, consider subscribing to this channel today and hit the bell notification so you don't miss the newest video that uploads on Mondays. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.